Hey everybody, this is CJ,
And I'm Rain.
and we're embracing paradise, and this is an update on our villa search. We met with our realtor yesterday.
Hmm.
She's awesome. Shout out Teresa. Um, she showed us four, or
One,
four
two,
or
three,
five
four. I
properties.
think five.
Yeah, five properties. Um, and we put in an offer for one, so we're just waiting. Um,
Hopefully, we'll hear today.
yeah, hopefully we'll hear today. So we're just waiting on that. We'd like to have an answer as soon as possible. That way we kind of know what we have to do
Hmm.
and get things rolling on that end. But I'm excited about it. What about you?
Me too. I really like the space in the villa, and what I mean by that is, while yes, I love the inside, it's very cute and all that, but I love the yard because while it does give us one of the things that we said we wanted, but it wasn't a necessity. It gives us a lot of greenery for the boys, and that's one thing that we've noticed is if you have a lot of greenery, you don't really have a lot of like hangout space. If you have a lot of hangout space, you don't have a lot of greenery, but this one gives us both.
Yeah, yep. And it's got a pool, so I'm definitely excited about that.
Yeah.
The only thing I guess we have to do in regards to the the yard or garden, which is what they call it here, is to fence it. But
Hmm.
um, I don't think that's an issue. We'll be able to just probably hire someone to come do it for us.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's located in Vista Cana. Very nice community. I don't even know if you consider it community development. What do you consider it? It's
That's
kind of
hard
it's like a
because
resort.
it's hard because of the word that they use here for it. They say they call it a residencial, which is technically like a residential area, but it's kind of more like a community.
Hmm.
But within the community, you've got different developers. I don't remember what the developer of the one that we selected is, but it's in the Vista Cana community, which we absolutely loved when we toured it when
Hmm.
we were here in February.
Yep. It has like a man-made beach that they put in there, infinity pools, restaurants,
Gyms,
gyms,
dog
dog
parks.
parks, equestrian center if you have any horses. They're building a sports complex.
Hmm.
They actually have one of the top schools in the country, I guess.
I'm not, no, I think it's an international school that
Okay.
they brought here
Hmm.
since there's so many foreigners from all around the world. They brought it and it's supposed to open for the upcoming 2025-2026 school year.
Hmm.
So it should be opening soon. They are making a no, another man-made
Beach.
beach, and it's
Hmm.
supposed to be
Two times as big.
twice as large as the one that they have now, which is huge. So that
Hmm.
one's going to be massive.
They have a fishing lagoon
Hmm.
that's stocked with fish. They have like scooter rentals within the
Yep.
community. They have a nine-hole golf course, um, literally in the middle of the residential or community,
Hmm.
um, and so much more to come, as from what we're being told.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm anxious just to get in there and then kind of explore and see where it takes us. But yeah, the one we picked I really like. A lot of greenery for the boys. Definitely a pool. Um,
I love the
the
space on the
space,
inside. It's
yeah.
very modern, which is what we were looking for. It
Hmm.
wasn't necessarily a necessity, but it was, you know, something that we wanted
Hmm.
was something modern. So I'm really happy with the choice that we made. I am just hoping and praying that she accepts the offer that we've made so that we can get a move-in date, get keys, and start the process of getting utilities
Yeah,
and figuring out when we start moving our stuff,
yeah.
even though it's just suitcases.
Yeah, but and it'll be, I guess, easier on the boys,
Mhm.
just to get them acquainted to their new area.
Yeah.
Just because, for like, just like us, for the last week and a half, we kind of just been on our way here, Airbnb,
Mm,
Airbnb. So they're not used to, they're getting settled in a place, and then it's like, oh, we got to leave
yeah.
to a new place. So, but they've been enjoying it. They really like this villa that we're in now.
Mm.
They have, you know some yard on the side. They were trying to get in the pool, but wouldn't allow them to. Um,
They've been little troopers, to be honest. It's
yeah.
been a hard trip on us, and we know what's going on, so we can only imagine what it's been like for them. But they've been little troopers. They've been very well behaved the entire
hmm
time, which I don't expect anything else from them, to be honest. They're normally very well behaved,
All they
but
do is sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, but on the villa side, I like the fact that it's a two-story,
Yep.
so the rooms and everything are upstairs, and then the hosting
Areas.
areas are downstairs, where we can, the little patio out front. So yeah, we can certainly put our, or put your touch on it to make it feel more like home.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, so we opted for a furnished villa
hmm
only because I told CJ I want to make it a little bit easier at the beginning for all of us. The boys are not used to like being, I don't want to sound like they're bougie, but they are. Like they're not used to being uncomfortable or whatnot. So I didn't want to get a unfurnished villa just because it made it a little bit easier at first. I'm not worried about them getting on the furniture. They're easy to train, and they are already not allowed on furniture.
Yeah, put them
So
in a
that
headlock.
really, so that'll be easy. But honestly, as well, CJ's businesses are picking up, so he's quite busy. My work is quite busy right now, so it just made it a little bit easier for us to kind of just do that. And then, whether we like the villa or not, I guess we'll go from there once our contract is up and see what we do.
hmm Yeah. Um, we just have to keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we hear something back today. And then once we do, um, and get the keys and everything, I think we can do like a little tour.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
It's just not. It's a bit odd of a setup, I guess,
Why do you say that?
as far as like where you park in relation to stuff, and then the people or the villas next door. I guess it's maybe just the yard, how it like kind of looks
Oh, I see what you're
like
saying.
an L
Hmm,
somewhat,
hmm.
but it
Yeah,
works.
but we would have a quite a large yard compared to some of the other
Oh
villas that
yeah,
we've seen.
definitely, definitely. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, is just being able to hang out in the garden, as they put it,
Hmm.
because it's got tons of space, more space than them two would need. But
Oh, absolutely.
um, yeah, turn it into like a hosting area since the pool's out there. I have
Hmm.
some ideas.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Um, what else was it? I'm still in the hunt for a car, but I'm trying to get settled in a villa first, and then we can kind of start looking for a mode of transportation.
Yeah, we can always just extend our rental, which
hmm
is fine. And for the week, for the rental that we've got, which honestly works perfectly fine for the four of us, we don't really need much more than anything.
That Escalade was nice.
The Escalade was amazing, but do we
hmm
really need an Escalade when it's just us two and the boys? No. But for the rental that we've got right now, which is a little SUV, a little bit smaller than the Rogue that I had back in Texas, it's about 320, which isn't that bad, I don't think. But if anything, we can extend it for a week or so while we get settled in the villa, and then get ours. And I think that if I remember correctly from watching one of Jamie's videos with his wife, I think getting like all the paperwork maybe takes a little bit. I'm not certain, to be honest, but
hmm
we'll see.
Yeah, it's a trial and error process now. We're here. We just got to figure everything out. What paperwork needs to be done. What we need to accomplish things. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like it's an adventure,
Hmm.
and we're trying to just figure it out as we go. And that's why, um, at least one of the reasons why I like recording is just to help other people out,
Yeah.
that's thinking about making the move. And I hope there are people that make, this helps make the make the decision for them. kind of how like Jay and Jamie kind of did for us.
Hmm.
Um, we've seen them do it. And we're like, okay, they gave us the confidence, so hopefully we can kind of give someone else the confidence of you can do it. You don't have to have millions of dollars or anything like
Because we
that.
certainly don't.
Definitely not. One day soon, but definitely, definitely, the lifestyle you get here, and I've already felt it over like the last day or two. Is
Even when we were here
yeah,
in the
in
first,
February, like you live a, I guess it's the lifestyle that you live here can vary, but you can make it work for you however you want it to be. Like if you want to go to high ends, you need high end stuff. They have it here. Like we walked into the mall. They got Dolce and Gabbana, things like that. So the misconception that a lot of people have of, oh yeah, it's a third world country. Um,
it's just a developing country.
yeah, and just I mean, there's parts of the U.S. that are the same way. Like I can take you to
Chirac, as we call it.
or
Even
yeah.
parts of New York, to be honest.
Hmm.
I mean, we were talking the other day and we were saying how when we went last year to the Bronx to go see my mom and my little sister's graduation, that while we were parking, a police officer literally stopped us and said, "Oh, just be careful around here. There's a lot of homicides and a lot of theft and
Robberies.
stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, good to know. Thanks."
Yeah, just like randomly come up to me. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's like don't let someone else's view on things alter your reality, I guess.
Yeah, have your own experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Come out here,
yep,
spend a weekend, a week, whatever you
I would
can.
say at least a week,
Yeah.
honestly, so
Hmm.
you can kind of, do some driving, go
Hmm.
around and see all the different areas. I mean, I'm not going to lie, as a Dominican, yes, there are parts that are, people are poor and, the streets are still all jacked up and they're trying to be developed, but there are also amazing areas where you honestly look back and you're like, dang, where I was in the States doesn't compare to this.
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest, where we lived in Texas, it was a nice neighborhood, but it does not compare to Vista Cana at all.
No. Mm-mm. I mean, it was nice, fairly large houses and things like that, but you don't get the community feel.
Hmm.
You don't get the
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 amenities
amenities. Yeah, so I'm very
and the amount of
yeah.
security.
So yeah, just to kind of go back to the whole villa thing, in Vista Kana they have like a main security gate. Um, you have to present ID.
Or you have to have like an owner or renter's pass for you to
Hmm.
get through security, and as long as your little card or whatever kind of scans and gives them the green light, the gate opens, you're in to go.
Yep. But then
However,
with but sorry,
it's
but
okay.
then once you're within the community, each like developer has their own security gate
Yeah.
where you have to do the same thing.
Yep.
So there's like two or three lines of security clearances that you have to get through.
Hmm.
And then it's 24/7. So then they have like their it's not police, it's like there's private security that kind of drives around um, just to make sure everything is in order.
Copacetic, if you
Yeah,
will. And I
yeah.
mean, even they, if they see you kind of driving around at night, they'll kind of flag you down and ask, "Are you okay? Do you need anything? Have you seen
Hmm.
anything?" So we do like that. Even in the Airbnb that we stayed at in February when we came,
Yep.
it was like that where the security guards like at the gate got to know us and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're here from the Airbnb, go ahead and go right in." But then when the night shifts came in and the person that was normally there switched and they had a day off, then that person's like, "I need to see your pass, give me your ID, where are you staying, let
Hmm.
me see your conversation with the host and all this other stuff," which I really appreciate.
Hmm.
um but even in the evenings when we were driving around, the one security guard that was walking around and he told us, "You guys okay? Have you seen anything you know that we should be worried about, blah blah blah." So I do like that a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't think Vistacana would ever turn into anything where you have to worry about that.
No.
I'm really just looking forward to exploring it, the
It's
property
massive.
itself. Yeah, I don't remember how large they said it was. For some reason, think they said like, now this is back in February when were having the conversation. They said it was like 1,300 acres or something like that.
Maybe even larger than that. I'm
Yeah,
not sure. I know
I'll have
Cap
to.
Cana is the size of Manhattan.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Cap Cana is the size of Manhattan, but I don't remember how large Vista Cana is. It's several thousands of acres
Hmm.
for this community, and it's because they've done it so there's a lot of greenery, there's dog parks, children's parks. They've got like CJ was saying, equestrian centers, pools, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I want to
That
get a
way,
horse.
goodness, that way you don't feel like you're right on top of each other. So, which I really like.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So I think we found a place. We're just waiting and praying that
We
everything
have a
goes
week to
smooth.
move in before we're supposed to get out of this Airbnb, so we have a week to figure this out.
Yeah, yep. So yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No, just as always, keep the comments coming, keep the interactions coming. We love interacting with you guys. We love hearing your point of view. We love answering your questions. Let us know if you're thinking about moving to DR. If you are, what area?
Yeah, we'd like to
Um,
meet up with people. Start,
yeah,
making relationships.
start our own little community of
Yep.
additional expats to grow with the few ones that we've already met that are here and have their own. We just want to be with like-minded people
Hmm.
that just want to enjoy their lives.
Yep. Yep. I agree. All right, everybody. So once we get word, we'll update you guys, and then we'll go from there. Maybe like a little tour of the
Hmm.
property,
Hmm.
and then that'll be fun.
Yep. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay up to date with us.
Hmm.
Follow our IG, which is at We Are Embracing Paradise.
Hmm.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.